help me out with this. If you were to give me the secret sauce to Belichick's greatness, what is it?
Oh, boy. If I knew that, I'd still be coaching. I think it's the consistency. It begins with obviously having Tom Brady. And I don't want to say that in a way that makes it sound like, well, Belichick's only done well because he's had Tom Brady, or those that say, well, Brady's done great because he's had Belichick. I think it's the combination of the two. When you can begin with Tom Brady, the consistency that provides for you, and then the fact that because of the winning that they've had, they can make those moves, whether it's personnel-wise, whether it's tactically, strategically during the course of the season. When you got all those Super Bowl rings in your back pocket, you're much more comfortable in taking more chances, pushing that envelope a little bit more. And because he has absolute control of the organization, it's a singular view of what they want to do. So, success breeds success, and there's nobody doing it any better than the Patriots and Bill Belichick right now.
Are the Steelers good enough to beat them? I mean, because we look around and, I don't think the Raiders' defense was good enough, but the offense could put up points. But now Derek Carr is hurt. The Texans have never been able to get over them, plus they're starting Tom Savage. You're grasping at a team that could beat them. Is it the Steelers? No one believes really in the Chiefs. Are the Steelers good enough to actually beat them in New England?
Yeah, when people are saying, okay, we're going to bet Brady versus the field, like a Tiger Woods in his day, a golf outing. If that field involves Pittsburgh and Ben Roethlisberger, I don't know that I'd take that bet because I do think they're capable. Now, we're going to have to go into Foxborough to do it, and they're not going to be able – they've been brilliant over the last little bit. Ben Roethlisberger can't go in and turn the ball over the way he has, like he did with Baltimore and like he did previous to that in Buffalo, because that's what made them have to come back in the heroics afterwards. And obviously they were brilliant with the last 3 touchdowns against Baltimore, but those 2 turnovers put them in a position where they needed to come back from behind. You can't go into Foxborough and do that. Do they have the running game and the offensive line? Yes. Is Ben Roethlisberger and Antonio Brown and Le'Veon Bell out of the backfield certainly good enough to stretch and put pressure on the New England Patriot defense? Absolutely. Is the defense improving, and could they put pass pressure on Tom Brady? Absolutely. They'd have to play their best game, but yeah, I think the Pittsburgh Steelers are very capable compared to the other teams, like you said. Now, Kansas City can go in. The last time they played New England in New England, it was a 27-20 game. They ran the ball extremely well. They're going to have to have a little bit more explosiveness, obviously, and put that same kind of pressure on Tom Brady. They ran the ball for better than 130 yards. But they're going to have to come up with a few more turnovers if indeed they're going to go into Foxborough and beat Tom Brady. I agree, whether it's Miami, whether it's Oakland, Tom Savage and Houston, although they do have the number 1 defense and the 6th-rated rushing attack, it's a bit of a stretch to think those guys are going to go in there and beat New England in New England.
All right, I give you the Cowboys of the field. Who do you take in the NFC?
You know what? This one's going to be wide open because I can see anybody in the NFC. If indeed the Cowboys lose, whether it's in the divisional round, the championship round, and the team that doesn't. If it's Atlanta, we know that Matt Ryan went off and just had an incredible day. It's the pedigree of the Seattle Seahawks, what they've been able to do, what they have the ability to be that good. You look obviously at a team like I said, Atlanta, Seattle can go forward.
Green
There's
Bay?
a number of teams. Yeah, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers, are you kidding me? Can Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Rodgers could definitely, and has the pedigree, has the offense, has the defense playing well enough, obviously, to take on a Dallas Cowboy team. They're going to be good games, and I don't know that I would bet against the Dallas Cowboys at home. But there's any number of teams that you look at that have that background. The New York Giants, if indeed with that defense and Eli Manning goes in and doesn't turn the ball over, that's the big trouble for them right now, then absolutely they're capable of it. And by the way, they've already beaten them twice. So, yeah, I think particularly in the NFC, as opposed to the field versus Tom Brady in New England, the NFC, as much as I like Dallas, and I think they'll be the favorite going through, and I would certainly pick them to win across the board, I don't know that I'm going to be surprised with any of the NFC teams that beat them.